Imagine you're stepping outside tonight, maybe to walk your dog or just get some fresh air. You look up at the familiar, calming glow of the moon, but then, in an instant boom, it's gone. Not just dark, but utterly obliterated in a silent, brilliant flash of light that outshines every star in the sky. What happens next? That's what we're here to explore. What if the moon exploded? Right after that initial, horrifyingly beautiful flash, the real show would begin. The moon isn't just going to vanish, it's going to shatter into billions of pieces, from dust-sized particles to massive, city-sized chunks of rock. For a few moments, the night sky would look like a shattered mirror, a cosmic web of glowing fragments where our serene moon used to be. But this spectacle is the prelude to our first global catastrophe. These fragments, no longer held in a single celestial body, would start to spread out. Many would be flung into deep space, but a significant portion, a truly terrifying amount, would be pulled in by Earth's gravity. Within hours, the first pieces would start hitting our atmosphere. Our sky would transform into the most intense, non-stop meteor shower in human history. It wouldn't be a gentle, romantic light show. It would be a constant rain of fire. Smaller pieces would burn up, creating a perpetual, eerie twilight across the globe, day and night. But the larger ones, they'd make it through. Imagine meteorites, some the size of cars, others the size of buildings, slamming into our planet. The impacts would be random, global, and devastating. Cities, forests, oceans, nothing would be safe. This bombardment wouldn't last for a day or a week. It would likely continue for months, even years, as the cloud of lunar debris orbits the Earth, with chunks periodically getting pulled down. This would be an extinction-level event in itself. The dust and soot kicked up into the atmosphere would block out the sun, plunging the planet into a lunar winter. Temperatures would plummet, crops would fail, and ecosystems would collapse. It would be a fight for survival in a world under constant siege from the heavens. But let's say humanity somehow weathers this initial storm. We find shelter underground. We manage to survive the impacts and the ensuing cold. We'd emerge into a world that is fundamentally, physically different. Because the moon does so much more than just light up our night. Its most noticeable effect on our daily lives is the tides. The moon's gravitational pull is the primary force that creates the rhythmic rise and fall of our oceans. Without the moon, this dance would be thrown into chaos. The sun also has a gravitational effect on our tides, but it's much weaker, about half as strong as the moon's. So the tides wouldn't disappear completely, but they would become much smaller, about 1/3 of their current size. This might sound like a good thing, no more extreme high tides. But the sudden change would be catastrophic. The immediate aftermath of the moon's disappearance would send a monumental pulse of water across the globe. Think of it like sloshing water in a bathtub. This sudden release of gravitational tension would trigger colossal tsunamis, wiping out coastal cities and reshaping coastlines permanently. Billions of people live near the coast. The loss of life would be unimaginable. After this initial chaos settles, the new, weaker tides would have long-term consequences. Tidal ecosystems, like mangroves and salt marshes, are some of the most productive on the planet. They are nurseries for countless marine species and protect our coasts from erosion. With the tidal range drastically reduced, these vital habitats would be destroyed, leading to a massive marine extinction event and leaving the newly formed coastlines vulnerable. But the tidal chaos is just the beginning of our planet's long-term problems. Perhaps the most critical role the moon plays is as Earth's stabilizer. Our planet is tilted on its axis by about 23.5 degrees. This tilt is what gives us our seasons. It's a relatively stable tilt, thanks in large part to the gravitational anchor of our large moon. Without the moon, this stability is gone. Over thousands of years, Earth's axial tilt, or obliquity, would begin to wobble dramatically. Scientists who have modeled this scenario predict that our tilt could swing wildly from nearly 0 degrees, meaning no seasons at all, to as much as 85 degrees, where the Earth is basically lying on its side. Imagine a world where the North Pole points directly at the sun for half the year, experiencing constant, scorching daylight, while the other half of the planet freezes in perpetual darkness. Then they'd switch. The seasons as we know them would cease to exist. Instead, we'd have long periods of extreme heat and extreme cold across the entire globe. One part of the year, your home could be an Arctic wasteland, and another part, an uninhabitable desert. Agriculture would become impossible on any large scale. The climate would become violently unpredictable. The regular patterns of wind and ocean currents, which are driven by the temperature differences our stable seasons create, would be thrown into disarray. We'd see superstorms, mega hurricanes, and weather patterns that we can't even begin to comprehend. This wouldn't be a temporary disruption. It would be the new, chaotic normal for Earth for millions of years. And what about our day? The moon's gravity actually slows down Earth's rotation through tidal friction. This effect is tiny on a daily basis, but over geological time, it has lengthened our day from a mere 6 hours to the 24 hours we're used to. When the moon explodes, that braking force is gone. Earth's rotation would immediately begin to speed up. It wouldn't snap back to a 6-hour day overnight, but the day would get noticeably shorter. A day might become 18 or 20 hours long. This would have some wild effects. For one, the winds would become much faster. The Coriolis effect, which drives the rotation of storms, would be stronger, leading to even more powerful and faster spinning weather systems. The jet streams would be like permanent, high-speed freeways in the sky. Life, both plant and animal, is synced to a 24-hour circadian rhythm. A sudden shift would throw every living thing's internal clock into a state of confusion. It would take generations for life to adapt, assuming it could survive the other catastrophes. So let's paint the final picture of this post-moon world. The sky, once graced by a beautiful silver orb, is now either shrouded in impact dust or, on a clear night, filled with an unnatural number of stars, no longer washed out by moonlight. A faint, ghostly ring of fine debris, a remnant of our former companion, might circle the Earth for millennia, a constant reminder of what we lost. On the surface, the planet is a wreck. The coastlines are unrecognizable, reshaped by tsunamis. The climate is a nightmare of extremes, with no predictable seasons. The day is shorter, the winds are fiercer. Humanity, or what's left of it, would be living a troglodytic existence, likely underground, trying to survive in a world that is actively trying to kill them. We would have lost our celestial nightlight, our tidal engine, our planetary stabilizer, and our cultural muse all in one catastrophic moment. The poets would have nothing to write about the moonlight. The lovers would have no romantic glow to walk under. The wolves would have no moon to howl at. The explosion of the moon wouldn't just be an astronomical event. It would be the end of the world as we know it. It highlights just how delicate and interconnected our cosmic neighborhood is. Our moon isn't just a pretty rock. It's a vital part of the complex machinery that makes life on Earth possible. Its sudden absence would prove, in the most brutal way imaginable, that we are not masters of our environment, but incredibly fortunate residents of a planetary system that is, for now, in perfect, fragile balance. So maybe tonight, take a moment to look up and appreciate our silent, steady companion. Because without it, there would be no us. Thank you so much for joining me on this catastrophic journey. If you enjoy pondering these kinds of universe-altering questions, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have a lot more what-if scenarios to explore. Let me know in the comments what cosmic disaster you'd like us to tackle next. Until then, stay curious.